Recording is on.
There we go. There's my girl. All right, so give me 1 second, kind of like vibe. What about?
Okay.
And let's get into this. Hang on. You are a very different feeling than the last person. I really like you.
Oh, really?
Hang on. Yeah, you're not as. She's wonderful. You're not. There's a feeling for depression. You're not depressed. Like, you get sad, but you're not depressed. You're not at that level. And it's very light. I like it. Hang on. You get confused. You get like, where do I need to go? But you're not like, it's a whole different vibe. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. So now I'm vibing. So I connected with you. So now let me go ahead and go over here. Hang on. Hang on. I don't know why he's so caring about you. I mean, it's not a bad thing. He's just like, you had my time with me. You had your time with me. It's okay. You can go on. Like, it's fine. Like, he's very, go, do your own thing. And I'm like, normally they're like, stay with me, talk to me, like, be with me. And it's very different. Hang on real quick. Hang on. Don't need to waste your time on me. Why do we feel like that? I don't get a whole lot of spirits that feel like that. Hang on real quick. Hang on. Oh. She was like a daughter to me. I feel like that's your, like, almost like your dad, though. Who is this person?
It's my dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he's making jokes about him. Okay. Wait, was he older when he had you?
He was 40. Oh, I want to say he was like 42.
So he was. Okay.
Yeah, he was a little bit older. Yeah. He's old-fashioned. Yeah.
My dad was 54.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he had me a little bit later. Yeah.
Okay, he's comparing him to him. He's like, we're like one and the same. And I'm like, oh, was he older? Hang on. Hold on. I'm proud. Okay. You did get married, though.
No, I'm engaged. I get married in a month.
Okay. Seems like a good kid. Did he not meet him?
No, he did. Nick, my fiance, was actually like another son to him. My dad passed recently.
3 months ago? How long ago?
6 months ago.
Oh, okay. Hang on. It seems like a good kid for him. A little complacent. I like him, though. A little complacent. For opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them, including them. Wow. Oh. Well, he was the one that held fast for you at the funeral. Hang on. Wow. Okay. So he's talking about like how he complacent, but he's talking about how he's a stand-up guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hang on. Are there? I don't know. Does he have? Do you have sisters and?
Yep.
Okay. Are they from separate places, or are they?
Yep. My sister lives in Pennsylvania, and my brother lives half time in Florida with us, and then half time in Canada.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Hang on. I knew I wouldn't make it for very long. Did we know he was sick?
No. It kind of like hit randomly out of the blue. He didn't have COVID or anything. He had strep and it went to his blood and he went sick.
Okay. He's talking about, they didn't know I was sick. They didn't know I was sick. I didn't know I was sick. He said I was just feeling very tired. So he had it for a little bit. Hang on. They all had to let me go. Was everybody there when they let him go?
My mom and me and my brother were the only ones there.
Okay. He's talking about they all had to let me go. I like this way of version because I know he didn't die of COVID. I know we already talked about that, but I have had people that have already passed of COVID and they won't let anybody there.
Yeah, they let us in. My mom was in the hospital. She had back surgery the same week that he died. Yeah. And she had a nurse that snuck us all in to say goodbye to him.
Your poor mommy.
Mm-hmm.
She had the brace on at that point?
No, she didn't. She just had like back surgery the week prior that he passed. So no, she wasn't wearing she just couldn't walk. She was in a wheelchair, but they snuck us in and we had to wear like masks and everything to say goodbye to him.
Okay, sorry. I just feel like very stiff for her. I can throw around. It's okay. Hang on. Hold on. I know this is going to be a really stupid sign. I'm just going to. Do you ever listen to? Remember the thing? I haven't heard this in a long time. Remember the theme song from Tarzan, the "You'll Be in My Heart" song?
Oh my God, no! I haven't heard that song in so long.
Okay, sorry, that just came in my head. So I would encourage you to listen to that tonight and have a melt for a second. Like have a melt. Like that's kind of how the feelings are right now. That's kind of the vibe, what they talk about. Hang on. Oh, so it did. Okay, so you said, okay. But why did we not know? So it turned into sepsis, you said, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But that was like over like a 4 to 5 day period. Like how did it go that quick?
I thought he was having a stroke. He was acting funny, so I took him to the hospital with my brother. And they
talk about being very slow and not really knowing what's going on, like being very incoherent.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we took him to the hospital because we thought he had a stroke, and they wouldn't let us in the hospital when it like was happening. And so they told us that he was going into kidney failure. And they didn't say anything about septic. They had to do a COVID test on him first before anything. And of course, by then it was taking forever for COVID tests. And he died in like a 3-day span. They called us the next day saying he was on life support, and it just like happened really fast. Like we didn't know what was going on, and they wanted to wait until his blood test for everything. And he died without us knowing what was happening. Yeah.
So he's talking about not even being coherent as he's going to the hospital, not even being coherent as he's there, not even being coherent of like what
he was like there, but he wasn't himself. Like he was, my dad's a funny old man. Like he was like an old soul, and he was like there, but he wasn't himself.
The way he feels to me is like, oh, hi. Oh, yeah. Okay. You know, just like not, it's almost like a patient that has dementia. They're not Alzheimer's, but they have dementia. Like it's just not, hang on. But he was talking like 2 days before his death. Like, how did it go so quickly? How did that go so quickly? Sorry, I'm stuck with him on this right now. Hang on. So he's talking about he's talking about I should have died at that age, I shouldn't have died at that age. I tried to hold on, I tried to hold on for them, but I couldn't. And then he's talking about like slowly dropping. I guess it's like slipping away. And then he's talking about his body just giving up. Like it's his body giving up. It's not him, it's his body giving up. He's talking about being very comfortable in his life and like how he didn't want to go from it. Like he's very comfortable. He's very cozy. Help her, help my wife. Okay, so you had to take over taking care of mom whenever she got home from back, correct? Okay, he's talking about, he's like, I should have been the one like going and bringing her stuff and like helping her out and like doing all these things. And he's talking about how you had to come home. Hang on. He said, I had every selfish day in my life. I like how your mom was very much like astute to him, like making sure he was okay all the time, consistently. And he's talking about how he wish he would have returned that to her, and he could not do that. And he's talking about now, like, she hurt for years. Wait, so this back surgery is because she hurt for years? Is that a thing?
Yeah, she's had multiple back surgeries in the past like 3 years.
Okay, yeah, he's talking about she hurt for years. She hurt for years. I'm like,
now
okay.
She's finally fixed, and he's not here to enjoy it with her.
Yeah, it almost feels like a nerve thing. Is that what was happening with her? Like nerve
yeah, she had a lot of nerve damage. She broke her back 3 years ago, and ever since then, her nerves, it's what's killing her the most. Her pain.
That's the burning. Okay, okay. Hang on. Okay, are you and your husband going to be, he said they're going to be smart and wait. Are y'all going to be smart and wait to have a kid?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, usually they bring up kids and it's like, oh, you're going to have a girl next week, you know? But like, he's like, oh, no, they're going to be smart and wait to have one. I'm like, okay, hang on. You're going to be the main caretaker of mom. You're going to make sure she's okay. Hang on. Are they only like 10 years apart from each other?
No, not even. They're, I want to say like 6 years apart.
They're close. Sorry, my parents were 25 years apart.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my parents had me older. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because he's like, I'm like, well, how old are y'all? But and he like shortens the gap, and I'm like, okay, hang on. They buried him?
No, we cremated him.
Why are they talking about mom putting a rose with him? Or somebody putting a rose with him?
I don't know.
I wonder if it's something that's in her house, because she has him right now, correct?
My sister and I have him in a necklace. And then my mom has him in a vase.
Yeah, correct. So he's talking about right here.
Yeah.
You don't wear your necklace?
Nope.
So he says she doesn't wear it. I'm like, oh.
It creeps me out. I'm scared that one day I'm at work and it breaks and it goes under. My sister does, though.
That's what he's talking about. I'm like, well, where's her necklace? Is it on her? And he's like, no, she doesn't wear it. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I get it. Hang on. He's talking about at your mom's house. I know he's not on the lawn. He's talking about I'm just a lawn ornament at this point. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Out for everybody to see. I'm like, okay, cool. He's talking, do they have really nice, cushy couches?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's talking about
his best spot in the house.
Because he's talking about, I'm up here, but I could be enjoying my big, nice, cushy couch. Like, why am I not here? Hang on. I'd sit there for hours. I nap. I'm like, okay, good. Hang on. Is she still, no, they have everything in the same house. Is she trying to switch up the house now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He knows.
He does know. Because I'm talking about him. I'm like, okay, so what is different in the area that you know? And he's like, yeah, they have the same bed set and stuff like that. Like, that's the same thing. And he's like, but she's just trying to switch it all up. She's trying to brighten it. She's trying to switch it all up. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I like it dark. I like it manly. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, that's not what she wants. Hang on. She's having a really hard time, though. Hang on. now that she can do it all. So she's the one doing it all now.
Yeah, she painted the house. She bought a not a new bed frame, but a new bed.
That's the bed parties. Okay. That's the switching it all up. Hang on. She threw the other one out.
Mm-hmm. She had a very hard time about that, though.
She's having a hard time about it because whenever you just said that, he goes, yeah, she threw the old one out. Because usually it's like, oh, we'll give it to a kid or we'll give it to one of our kids, and she's like, oh, nope, Bop, hang on. She still has a lot of his clothes, though.
I have all his clothes.
You have the shirts and everything. Those are all in your closet you have right now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay. Can't wear them, but you go through them. He's talking about like when you go through a closet and you like do it with your hand. And like feel it. Hang on. Do you have the necklace in your bedroom?
Yes, I do.
Do you have it hidden away?
I have it on my dream catcher.
He's like, take it out, open it, enjoy it. I'm like, oh my God, stop. You can't do that.
Yep.
It's a little big and gaudy for her. It's awkward for you, though, if you wore it. It's like big.
Yeah, especially with my job and everything. I can't.
Yeah, you can't. Because I'm like, if she had like this tiny little thing, but he's like, I'm like, hang on. You're out there helping people, can't be bobbling in their face. What do you do?
I'm a baker. I just got a new job, and he would be so happy about it.
All of that. So wait, you would make bread for them?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, it's interesting when you bring up stuff. Like she'd make bread for all of us. He's like,
I loved when I made bread.
That's what he's talking. But like freestyle loaves, correct? Did you do freestyle loaves? Okay. Cool. Because I'm like, well, what type is it? Is it like in a pan or is it free? And he's like, no, it's like this here.
Yeah.
Wonderful crust. I'm like, okay, good. And I know from cooking that it is a hard ass thing to get that nice, wonderful crust. It's either way too
hard. What do you say about my crust?
It's that's what he's talking about. So good. Do you wonder why I don't do a whole lot of bread on my channel? It's
my specialty.
I want to do a really good marbled rye. So if I can do that, we can partner. I will come to you. You will bake. I will make the pastrami and my smoker.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm down with that. Sorry. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. He's now he's talking about sandwiches. He's like, we make the best sandwiches with this. And I'm like, oh my God, stop. It's literally like somebody's talking in my ear in a microphone. That's what it sounds like. Hang on. He's like, tell her she's the best daughter. I didn't tell her that a whole lot. Hang on. Wish I would have told her it sooner. Hang on. She's good. He's so hardy. I like him. Wait, is he from East Coast originally?
No, he's from New York.
So yeah, East Coast.
Yeah, New York. Buffalo.
Okay, you're fine. No, you're cool. Because the accent, I hear like a slight accent.
Yeah.
So is he East Coast? Like, is this where we're at?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so his grandmother came over here, correct?
I believe so, yes.
I don't know, just find out, email me, whatever it is. And because I'm talking about the marbled rye, and now he's talking about that too. He was like, oh, and then this is this and this and that. It's a whole, when you say something, they play off of it. And I'm like, okay, hang on. Are you trying to open up in time? Are you trying to open up your own bake shop in time?
I wanted to open up. For so many years, he wanted me and my sister to open up a restaurant, and I be the baker, and my sister runs it because my dad used to own a steakhouse, so that's all he wanted for us.
The big okay. Wait, are you? Please don't tell me you're in Pennsylvania.
No.
Oh God. No reason I'm saying anything bad. It's just the fact that it was It's been a very weird rabbit hole with clients today.
Really?
The thing where I was talking about New York, and my first client, her dad was from New York, passed to New York, and then the first thing he said was, "Oh, she lives in Philly now. She lives near Philly now." And she was like, "Oh my God, I do. I live in Philly." And so anyway, so then my next client was like, "I live in Philly. I moved to Florida." And like then my other client, it's like it's just overlapping.
And my sister lives in Pennsylvania.
Sorry. It's very weird because I read people all over the world every single day, and it's like everybody today has been New York, Philly, New York, Philly. I don't know what's up in the water today, but I'm just like, hold on. Well, if you ever want help starting a restaurant, doing anything, please let me know. I would be down. Hang on real quick. Hang on. Wait, is the sister married?
Yes.
Okay, cool. He's joking with him. Did he kind of like, I mean, he liked him. He liked him.
Yeah.
He's a little slow, but I like him.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, that's why I laugh at that. Hang on. Hang on. He said, "Please put a place setting for me."
At my wedding?
Mm-hmm. Are you going to do that? You're going to put a chair for him too, aren't you?
Well, my mom wants to do like a picture table just for him, and I keep saying no to her because I'm like, I can't.
Just do a place setting. Just do a place setting. That's it.
Okay.
That's what he's talking about. Okay. That's what he's talking about. Is it going to be at the finest establishment?
I was supposed to get married at a really fancy place, and then he passed away, and I canceled it. And now we're just eloping and then having a small like ceremony at a house.
That's what it is. Okay, he says they were because he goes, they're supposed to get married at the finest establishment. And I'm like, I don't ever get that in my readings. Hang on. Just do a simple place setting for him. Okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me? He's hot. Ask anything right now. He's hot, which means
okay, I wanted to know if my dog passed away 3 months after him. She's with him.
You had to let her go? Okay, cool. He's like, she had to let her go. I'm like, okay. So that signifies from him that the dog is around. Hang on. Let me see if I can bring dog forward, though. I don't see a dog in vision right now. Hang on. Oh, so he knew the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's like, oh, this is good. Is it a girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's just a good girl. She's a good girl. Like, I just see, like, I'm like, blah, blah, like that. Like, with head.
Uh-huh.
Like that. Yeah. So that's, he's with. That's why he's like, oh, she's such a good girl. It's all verbal. It's all hearing. Hang on. Doesn't have any ill faith in you. Were there second guesses behind, like, what happened with her?
She had congestive heart failure. She was diagnosed like 3 months before he passed, and I swear she held off because she knew it was going to be the hardest time of my life. She died 3 months after him, so
that's why. Okay.
I did everything I could to like keep her alive, and one night it just got way worse.
You died in your arms at home. Yeah. Okay, that's what he's talking about. Floor on the floor. Okay, but you try to keep her comfortable though at the same time. It's weird. It's because it's like you thought she would make it, she didn't. She did not make it.
Yeah.
Hang on. That was their first baby together. That was your baby. So that was yours first. Oh, sweetheart. Yeah. Hang on. She's with him.
Okay.
The dog is running around. Like literally, like that's what it's. So the way I do my sessions when I ask them to come through, it's like I'm in a solid white room. So it's like he's here, and if you could imagine like a dog running up from like a solid white background randomly into a space where you can see, and then back, and he's like, blah, 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 and then running back. That's what it looks like. Hang on. She did try to hold on. because she looks up at you and she like feels very, very weak, and she feels very, very tired, and she feels very, very. She's like, like that's the thing. Hang on. You even have that. You even have her collar in the drawer. Anyways, take that out too, along with the necklace. Okay, cool. Can we do that? Okay, cool, awesome. What's another thing? Do you have another thing?
Is he happy wherever he is?
Grandma taught him how to cook.
I don't know who taught him how to cook. Actually, I think his mother did.
Yeah. Whoever he's with a gentleman. It's definitely a different generation than you and him.
Okay.
There's an older female, and there's another female that's with him, younger than the older female, but not. It's almost like mom. I don't know if it's mom though. I don't know.
Okay.
Is mom gone?
His mom is gone. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's mom. Okay, sorry. It's like you can feel the generational gap. Like it's like boop, boop, boop. His uncle too. So that's another person that's there because he's saying uncle is there as well as too. It's almost like I get like a waiting room version of what the real thing is.
Yeah.
It's real, but it's like they come into my space. He said, I'm happy, it's fine. He's like, it was a little quick, but it's fine. Took me a little bit on my feet. I don't hear you. Don't think I don't hear you. Your mother acts like she forgot me already. So he's not really feeling that. It's nothing bad though. It's nothing bad though. He's just talking about it. Hang on. Did they redo the kitchen?
No.
Did he want a big island or something like that?
No, they have a decent island. I don't know. My mom only did she repainted the whole house and got a new bed and just like the small things, like buying new things here and there.
Did they have a good island though already? Like,
yeah, they're not that old. Yeah.
Okay, I'm like the whole thing. It's not like we're from the 70s or 80s or 90s. Like we're good. The only thing he's saying, he's talking about. I'm asking about in the house, like what's happening with him, and he goes, "I'm here." And the way he does it is he shows me my videos, like my current ones where I'm like on my island filming, and he's like, and it's good. And I'm like, do we have a new island? Like, what are we talking about? An island? What is this? Hang on. Telling you, he's like, don't think you're missing out on anything. So it's like, don't take it too seriously. He's like, I'm not missing out on anything. Don't you think that you're missing out on anything? He's definitely there. He's definitely around you. He definitely hangs out with you.
That's another thing I was going to ask. I constantly feel him 24/7.
He's very thick. I mean, and not in a big way. He's like the energy is thick.
Okay. Yeah, no, I never have felt anyone that has passed in my life as much as I feel him 24/7.
He is a big personality, but he is a big, jolly, happy personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not be surprised if, I don't know if you're there yet, like with me on that point, but like, Dad, are you here? And like, you can feel like an energy. And then it goes away.
Like, I can't explain it. Like, it's a whole other feeling. I've never felt this before, but I feel him like behind me, or like I'll get a huge whiff of him and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. That's the thing. He's over there. So they come and they check on us and they hang out without us a lot. And then they hang out in their area too. He's definitely here around y'all a lot more than he is over there. So just love him. When you feel him, tell him thank you. If you want to ask him to come forward more, you can, but just know too, in those moments when he's giving you that, when he's giving you that feeling, when he's giving you that whiff, when he's giving you that love, that's a lot of energy for him. So tell him thank you, because appreciation and love goes so far for them.
Mm-hmm.
So tell them thank you. So right now, what I want you to do, I want to keep going, but I have another session.
I get it.
Are you there? I'm like, oh no, I'm not. If you have any questions, please email me. If you have a dream about them tonight or tomorrow night, just accept it, love it, own it. If you need help explaining it, please email me.
Okay.
If you need me again, please let me know. if you just have any questions, just let me know too.
Okay.
Okay, not a big deal. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I go to bed at 11 o'clock at night. So I usually will answer around like 8 or 9 and then, up until like 11. So if you need something, just let me know. Okay.
Thank you so much.
I love you. And he's good. And tell him thank you after this. Okay.
Well, all right. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Yeah, not a problem, Jess. I love you, girl.
Love you too. Bye.